To the PBA draw for the tour card for this year. We're live from Glasgow Indoor Bowling Club and I'm joined by two of the PBA players here. So how is the draw going to work? So we've got all the pots here for the Hartlepool draw and all of the pots here for the Carlisle Cumbria draw. So we're going to start with pot D first, C, B, then A. So I've got my glamorous assistants here. So how we're going to do it is we're going to tip all of the pot Ds into the box here and then Jacqueline will draw out into which group they go. We'll give you a recap of who's in each group as we go along. And at the end of that, we're going to do another draw later on. And that'll be done so we know which order the players are going to play each other within that group. So we're going to start then with Hartlepool, because I believe in ladies going first. So we're going to look at Hartlepool pot D. So that's Derek Ferguson, Nicole Rogers, Alison Merrion MBE, and Lucy Smith. That's heavily loaded with the ladies. So Jacqueline, if you give them a good stir, careful you don't fall in. So into Group A, first player, Nicole Rogers. So she's into Group A. Next one, please, Jacqueline. And the second player, going into Group B, Alison Merrion, MBE. Thank you. Third player then for Group C. Thank you. Derek Ferguson, so he's in Group C. And the final one, hopefully it's Lucy Smith. Alan Ramsey.
Should be Lucy Smith.
Lucy Smith. So Lucy Smith, so she's gone into Group D. So that's Group D done out of the way. So completely empty box. So we're going to now go to Hartlepool pot C. Tip that in the way. So in pot 3 we've got Martin Rice, John Wilson, Paul Maynard and Alan Ramsey. And we've got John Wilson, so he goes into Group A. Can you reach? Yeah. Martin Rice from Cumbria. Group number C. Paul Maynard. Thank you. And the next one will be Alan Ramsey, formerly known as Lucy. There you go, to Alan Ramsey, brilliant. So there we go. So that should be the box empty, lovely. So we're going to go to Hartlepool bot B. Thank you, Jackie. It's 3 pints you've had. So, pot B, Steve Wade, Scott Edwards, Brett Arkley and John McHutchinson. Scott Edwards. Thank you. Group A. You got any nails left? Steve Wade. So 2 more. John McHutchison. And last but no means least, nice one. Brett Arkley is the last one. He goes into Group D. Just check that that's empty. And then we're going to go into Hartlepool Pot A. Pot A, David Bolt, Paul Hartley, Connor Milne, Jack Bird. So Group A. So Jack Bird goes into Group A. He's joined by Scott Edwards, John Wilson and Nicole Rogers. Group B. Thank you. Connor Milne. And in Group B, we have Steve Wade, Martin Rice, and Alison Merrion, MBE. Group C. Paul Hartley. So Paul Hartley is joined by Derek Ferguson, Paul Maynard, and John Cutchison. And last but no means least, into Group D. In Group D, we've got Lucy Smith, Alan Ramsey, Brett Arkley, and David Bolt. So that is the draw into groups for the Hartlepool. Thank you very much, Jackie. I can tell you've had a lot of Easter eggs. So we're going to go to the Cumbria. Are you ready for this?
Yep.
I'm glad you are. So Cumbria, we're going to start with Pot D. In they go, Stevie Scott, let's go for it. Into D, we've got Harry Duffield, Michael Cheeseman, Martin Puckett, and Jacqueline Henderson. You ready, Jackie? No. Biting your nails here, aren't you? Dan Rogers. Next one. Michael Cheeseman. Thank you. Jackie Henderson. Group B. You ready?
I'm ready.
You got one with it. Martin Puckett. That's in Group A. Group D. Is that empty? Yeah, that one's all empty. So you probably noticed Sam Tolchard has been drawn into Pot A. Now he's in the top 16 now. So the way we've done it is we've invited the next person in. That was Chris Rogers. So he's the next person in, and then everybody jumps up one in the ranking list. So Dan Rogers in. Chris is not. Let's go for it. Pot C. Trevor Taylor. And also into the next group we've got Gary R. Smith from the Northeast. And the next one, Harry Duffield. And Daniel Gormley. So that should be empty. So that's that one decided. Cumbria Pot B. There you go, mate. So Pot B. Darren Weir. Into the next group from that pot. Tom Holmes. Did well at Potters this year, that's for certain. And into the next group. Daniel Windmill. And the next one into the last groups, Paul Wallace from Cumbria. Cool, all empty as you can see. And last but no means least, pot number A for Cumbria. So Group A for Cumbria is now going to be completed with Colin Banks. So it's going to be Colin Banks, Darren Weir, Trevor Taylor and Dan Roger. Okay, so Group B. We've got Michael Cheeseman, Gary R. Smith, Tom Holmes. And joining that triple is going to be Martin Heitzman from Sussex. And Group C is now going to be completed. It's Jackie at the side of me here, Harry Duffield, Daniel Windmill, and James Rippey. And finally, Group D. So far, we've got Martin Puckett, Danny Gormley, Paul Wallace, and finally, Lloyd Sabatini. So that is all the groups completed. So we know who's in what group, and there will be a further draw done, and we'll record that so everybody knows who's going to play who in what order on the day. Thank you very much for joining us. It's going to be streamed as well. Have we decided what venue? So Hartlepool venue will be live streamed on the Wrong Bias podcast. Thank you very much for joining us and enjoy the show.